Good morning, Port Wen. Caroline here with you once again. We have a special treat today. Our very own Dr. Ruth Ellingham will be here in person to pick our brains. Hope she's gentle. But first, the traffic update. There's a broken down tractor blocking Fitzsimmons Lane, so please find an alternative route until Ned and Westy can move it out the way. What a disaster.
Morning. Sorry, had to change Grandad's flowers. Sorry.
Yes. Lumsden? Right.
Martin, you'll have to hold the fort till Mel gets here.
What do you mean, hold the fort?
I can't be late on the first day back.
Louisa, can I have a word, please? I'm sorry, but surgery opens at 8:30.
Please, Martin.
What time's your woman getting here?
8:15, and she's not my woman. She's our childminder.
Well, you chose her.
After you fried everybody else off.
Morning.
You're late.
Morning, Mel. Sorry to get held up.
Yeah.
No harm done.
Yes, there is. Surgery starts at 8:30. You should be here in advance, as agreed.
Sorry.
Why are you scratching?
Itchy jumper?
What?
You owe it to him, sweet man that he was. He'd expect you to share your good fortune. You think about it.
Here, they're lovely people, eh? Oh, yeah? Well, I told them that the rooms of the Crab are a bit noisy and they ask silly money, so they want to stay here.
Well, how do you mean?
Oh, your room. You can bunk here with me temporarily. We'll see how it goes.
My room?
Well, we can't afford luxury, something in a room each, something that's starved in this current financial climate.
This is Radio Port Wan, serving Port Wan.
And we're back with Dr. Ruth Ellingham. Dr. Ruth, psychiatry. You reckon it works then?
Well, I've devoted my whole life to it, so yes, of course I think it works.
It must be very interesting knowing what makes people tick. The innermost workings of the human brain, so to speak. Do you find it makes folk wary, though?
What?
Well, just sitting here with you now, I find myself a bit in awe, knowing you can see right through me.
I'm not judging you. I'm a doctor.
Well, some doctors can be quite judgmental, though.
Well, I'm not. I think that's apparent in the book, isn't it?
I couldn't actually locate a copy until you brought this in.
You can get it at Stoneman's in Wadebridge.
Call on line 3.
$15.99.
Just a minute, we have a call from...
Cliff.
Cliff. Hello, Cliff. You're on the air with Dr. Ruth. Go ahead.
Hello, Doctor?
Hello, Cliff.
Have you read Dr. Ruth's book, Cliff?
Not exactly, but I could use some advice.
What sort of advice, Cliff?
I find it difficult to make friends.
Oh, no. I don't do this.
Oh, why is that, Cliff?
Well, that's the problem. I don't know. I mean, I think I'm quite nice, but I just seem to put people off.
Why do you suppose that could be, Doctor?
Well, do you set yourself very high standards, Cliff?
Very.
And are you similarly critical of others as you are of yourself?
Oh, that is brilliant.
Is it?
Well, it's just a possibility. But the thing is, Cliff, nobody likes being criticised all the time. It's off-putting.
That is so true. Do you see that, Cliff?
Yes, of course.
Are you going to give it a try?
Give what a try.
What the doctor said.
Oh, yes. Yes, I will.
Let's take a break and go down Mexico way.
Don't know why I bother.
I'm off then, Doctor. Your aunt's on the radio.
Which what?
Yeah, 5 o'clock roundup. See you tomorrow.
Is that a rash? Let me look.
I'm perfectly all right, thank you. Night, Morwenner. Bye.
Morwenna, make an appointment for, whatever her name is, tomorrow morning, please.
Mel.
How are you, James? Any itching?
So, to sum up, your basic advice is, basically, be the best you can be, right?
No, that's not
Is that
it.
Ruth?
Perhaps
Yes.
if you've read the book, you might understand.
Well, thank you, Dr. Ruth. That's been most interesting.
What's she doing on the radio?
Blogging her book. How was your day?
Yes. It was weird being without you two, but pretty good on the whole. And how did you get on without me?
Fine.
Hello. All right, Crystal.
Is it a double?
Double what?
Bed? In the room you're renting?
Well, I haven't really decided yet about renting.
Is that Freeview or a subscription?
I'm not sure.
46-inch.
Nice, eh?
All right then, we'll give it a try.
They'll take it.
No, they won't. I mean, well, I'm seeing other people.
Come on, Morwenna, it was my idea. Crystal's been at home 19 years now. Time she spread her wings.
Well, I wasn't looking for a couple, actually.
You don't have to take him. She can come on her own.
No, she can't.
Cat?
Sorry, no. Goodbye.
Tell you what, let's just try it tonight and see how we get on.
Snob.
He's fast asleep.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Come in, sit down, I'll show you.
You see, you can either replace a section of base plate
Now, or bore it out and fit a larger pin. Look, that's the, that's...
Thank you. Now, don't forget to look out for the new children that are joining us this term, okay? You make sure they're all right, okay? Yeah, yeah. Now, listen up. Now, members of the orchestra, you need to be here by 6, okay? Sharp, for a refresher rehearsal with Miss Woodley, because the concert starts at 7. Look forward to seeing you then, okay? Back to your classes now. Thank you. Silly.
Tonight's going to be a disaster. Children can't remember a thing after the holidays.
Oh, they'll be fine.
Come on. A few of us are going for a bite after, probably the crab. Do you want to come? Or will you want to get back to Dr. Ellingham? I mean, you'd both be more than welcome, of course. But you don't really go out, does he?
Oh, he does. I mean, he wants to. Now we're married.
Stop it.
You know, he's coming to the concert.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. But I think we should probably get back straight after. We're not used to leaving James Henry with the sitter, so...
But you're both coming to the concert.
Yeah. Should be fun. Here you go.
Well, I never. Come on. Hurry up.
Come in.
What is it?
My appointment?
Oh, yes.
Thank you. I'm all right now.
What?
Will you look after James, please, whilst I examine Kelly?
Her name's Mel, and I'm sorry, but I don't do babies at work.
Oh, come on, just for 5 minutes.
No.
3.
Yeah, Doc. Good man.
No. You take off your blouse and sit on the couch.
Please.
You any other symptoms apart from the itching?
I do get a bit tired, but that's just life.
Oh, no, it isn't. How old are you?
45?
Gosh.
What?
Do you take any exercise?
Look, Doctor, I got a tiny bit of an itch, and I'm actually not that bothered. What is it?
It's a fungus.
Fungus?
Candida intertrigo. It's a fungal infection.
What, like a virus?
No. It's a yeast that flourishes in the moist folds of skin on fat people.
Excuse me?
Do you bathe at all?
Yes, I do.
Well, it's obviously time to step it up. Get amongst these crevices and sluice them out. Drying properly is important, too. Use a clean towel.
My towels are always clean.
This doesn't reflect the level of care you're giving to our son. Looking after an infant may seem easy, and it still needs to be done to a standard.
I have standards.
You also have skin fungus.
Well, you mind him then. I only come here because no one else would, and Louisa begged me.
And we pay you. Right, well, I have other patients.
Well, you have to multitask them, won't you? Shouldn't be a problem. Clever man like you.
Oh, come on, don't be ridiculous. Millie!
If I don't see Louisa, would you explain to her why I shan't be babysitting this evening? I'm all winner.
Didn't work out then.
I don't know how you put up with it.
Next patient.
So you're on the radio now?
Yes. Well, just the once.
You should do it again. Definitely.
Caroline did suggest it. Can you put these on my tab?
You were brilliant. Oh, yes. Very much so.
Oh, hello.
You were on the radio.
Oh, did you catch it?
Sort of.
It was for the book. The publishers make you do it. Why are you carrying the baby?
Can you have him tonight? It won't be for long. Louisa wants me to go to something at the school.
No, Martin. I tried it, and it's one of the very few areas for which I have absolutely no aptitude.
Right.
So when are you going to be doing it again, then?
What did you like about it?
Oh, everything. All of it. You and Caroline. That bit where that guy phoned in.
Isn't that a bit odd? To come on the radio with your personal problems?
What else is he supposed to do? I mean, Cliff, he was called Cliff. He's in a tight spot. You're an expert. So what's odd about it? Although, I don't think he quite understood your advice.
No? Or perhaps I didn't explain it very well.
No?
His problem may not be exactly what I thought it was. It may be that inside he feels a bit inadequate, and so he compensates by always pretending to be strong and important. And that could annoy people.
Annoy them?
Well, put them off. Maybe what he should do is forget about himself and focus on them instead. Think of something to admire about them. Everyone likes to be admired. He'd have loads of friends in no time. Just a thought. Well, I must get on.
How often does it happen?
It's difficult to say. I don't really count.
About 15 times a day's average. Anything between 10 and 20.
Sounds about right.
Fine. Does it relieve the discomfort?
Not really, no.
Right, stay there.
That's your last patient. I'm off. Hi, Morwenna. Hello, Mrs. Ellingham. Where's James Henry? Been crying a lot.
Hello. Where's Mel, the nanny?
She left.
Left?
Yes, I've had to look after him and run a busy medical practice.
Gone?
I know.
What actually happened, Martin?
Well, you remember that itch that she had? I prescribed a simple medical treatment and she flew off the hand. Excuse me, I have a patient waiting.
But, Martin! It's the school concert tonight! Who's going to babysit?
That's all right. I won't go.
But you're expected to go.
By who?
Me! That's exactly the point, Martin. Nobody expects you to go anywhere.
I'm sorry, you've lost me.
You should want to go. You're married to the headmistress.
I do want to, but she walked out.
Mrs. Ellingham? I hope I'm not late.
Late for what?
Your aunt said you need a babysitter. I gave round a couple of weeks back.
How?
I was doing the electrics when you were off at the lodge.
Oh, you're Mike.
Keep out of this, Morwenna.
Mike fixed your electrics when your auntie was looking after James. She's no good with babies, but Al says Mike's a natural. Huge family, loads of babies.
Right.
Not his own, of course. You're the uncle, aren't you, Mike?
Well, I'm happy to help. If you need me.
Well, there you are. Nothing to worry about. Oh, he's...
Oh, someone needs a nappy change.
You had a nappy change.
Nappies. Go and sit down. Oh, come on, all right, it's not a zoo.
What are we here still dressed like men? Cheer up, folks. Less of the tears, 'cause your supper is in. Cheer up, folks. If you don't eat, you'll be dead in a week. Heaven knows. See what I brought ya, it ain't bread and water. Cheer up, folks. Cheer up, folks.
You read about all this bullying and so on, and she's a bit of a sensitive child, likes the arts, that sort of thing.
No, I'm sure Lola will fit right in. We'll keep an eye on her, don't you worry.
Thank you. Is your son musical, would you say, Dr. Ellingham?
Well,
I don't know. He's a baby.
Well, does he bob his head around when music comes on the telly?
We don't watch the television.
Good show.
thank you. Couldn't you just try it, Ethel?
Try what?
I mean, I know you're here and everything, and thanks for that, but couldn't you just try talking a bit?
What's the point in talking if you've got nothing to talk about?
To be sociable.
Louisa!
Oh.
Whoops. Very nice evening, Louisa. Good effort.
Thank you.
Going for the bonus, eh?
He's not serious, Martin. Head teachers have to meet a quota for after-school activities to qualify for an annual bonus, and it's a very small one.
You can always give it to me. You don't want it.
Dennis is the chair of the school governors. And now, Dennis, do you know my husband, Martin?
No. I make it a point to steer clear of lawyers and doctors. No offense, Martin. I have heard about you, of course. We're honored he could be here, Louisa. Or as Mrs. Ellingham just brought you along to butter me up.
Oh, you see, we're going to build the most wonderful gym installation out there, but Dennis here thinks it's a tad expensive.
I just ask, is it the best use of limited finances?
Yes, I think it is.
But we're boring you, Dr. Ellingham.
Would you like to come to dinner? If you have a partner or wife, you could bring them too. What do you think, darling?
Well, yes.
Well, that would be very nice. When?
Tonight.
Oh, Martin, we haven't got anything.
That's a bit short notice.
Tomorrow, then.
Why not? Why not?
What time?
7:30.
Perfect.
Excuse me.
What?
Why him?
It's just been sociable.
He's such a bore.
Well, you seem to like him.
Look who's here.
Hello, Joe.
You look amazing, Louisa. Fantastic.
Really? Thank you.
I really admire your dress. I admire you too, Doc. Your tie, everything. Fantastic. Both of you, the same. I bet you feel good. You should do.
Nice to see you, Joe.
No, it's not.
Bye.
Not wine, just asparagus.
Yeah, but I don't have time for the shopping.
You
so
don't
you'll
need
have
to
do
go
that.
shopping. I can get a mackerel.
How was the concert?
Yeah, lovely, thanks. Everything all right?
6 ounces of Formula 1925, nappy replacement 2005, lights out 2014, asleep at approximately 2025. Is this okay?
Sure. What are you doing exactly?
Maximising storage? Yeah, drives my mum mad, but she's a bit of a scatterbrain at the end of the day.
I'll just pop up, see he's all right.
Yes. Yes. He's tied it up in there, too.
Yeah, it's a bit finicky, isn't it?
Is it?
What's all that with the dishes in the kitchen?
Rationalising space. Tidy house, tidy mind.
But it was tidy.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike. He's well away and everything's so tidy. Really shouldn't have.
That's no problem.
How much do we owe you?
£14.30. Good night.
It's Doctor, thank you. So what are we going to do?
I don't know, Martin. Sure you'll think of something. I can't find it anywhere. It's just 2 sheets of paper with the school logo on the top and the signature on the bottom. I know I left it on the table. Are you sure you haven't put it somewhere?
Where did you have it last?
Like I just said, on the table before we went to the concert. I bet Mike's put it somewhere.
That's not that, that's my PCT report.
You know, I really ought to have my own office space.
Maybe you could get more work done when you're at the school.
Martin! You silly daddy!
All right?
Just build, I'm afraid. You're wanting a lodger, I hear.
Yeah.
If you can hang on, my boy will be back next week. It will suit him down to the ground.
Has he done his prison term then?
50%. He'll still have to be tagged, but it's a nice big house. He'd appreciate the space.
I don't think that's going to work, George.
No, he's as quiet as a lamb on his medication.
It's tempting, but no.
How long this time? It started Wednesday evening. Is it worse or better than the last time? It's difficult to say. What? It's difficult to say. A bit worse, maybe. Couldn't your missus have taken him to school? There's plenty of people to help out there. What?
Tiny help are on the phone.
What?
The childminder people. Tiny help.
Can they send someone?
What, like a babysitter?
Yes.
They are out of babysitters at the present time until Friday.
Friday?
Hello? Sorry. I was wondering if it's okay to turn the power off for 30 seconds while I fit this safety trip. Here. Give him to me.
Yes. Take the cat. Thank you. Yeah. Right.
Now, please, I have a patient.
Come on then.
That was right. You're amazing with it.
Mr. Tanner, I beg your pardon. Take your hands away.
Keep the storage that long, do you?
Yes. It's a common misconception that only the tips have merit, like eating the icing and throwing the cake away.
You know, I can't find anything since Mike changed everything around.
It's actually quite a good system. That's a decision.
What decision?
Whether to employ him on a permanent basis.
Oh, permanent. We'll be coming back to this, Martin.
Good evening.
Hiya.
Evening.
Dennis. Hi, Karen. This is my husband, Martin.
Hey.
How'd you do?
Doctor? Got a red and a white, just in case.
Have you been to a party?
No? Why?
I just wondered.
This hasn't changed since Jim Sims' time, has it?
No, not really. Apart from the furniture, which is mine.
Huh.
Can I give you a hand? What are we having?
I think I knocked these 2 rooms into one myself. Well, it must be 20 years ago now, something like that. Working for old Danny Parton. Got my own company now, of course.
Well done. I'll put that in the refrigerator.
Oh.
Martin, are you doing the drinks?
Yes. We have a sherry, or maybe something soft.
Oh, I'd love a glass of white, if I may.
They've been drinking already. Did you smell her?
How about you, Dennis?
Oh, never say no to a drop of red.
Oh, God.
Where's the little chap then? Has he gone, Betty Boyce?
Yeah. Sorry you just missed him.
Oh, I love babies.
You thinking about it?
Oh, we'd love kids, wouldn't we, Dan?
Well, my 3, by my first marriage, they all flew the nest long ago. Can't wait to have another crack at it. Be a shame to waste all this youthful vitality, wouldn't it?
Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, Martin doesn't drink.
Thanks.
Dennis, would
Aha.
you like some red?
You bet. Ah.
Actually, I think I'll join you.
Chin chin.
Nice to have yay. You got any salt?
It's been seasoned.
It's fine. I'll just get some. I tell you, they're going to love playing on that gym equipment, Dennis.
Well, if we hadn't wanted a head teacher with passionate views, we shouldn't have chosen you, should we?
No.
Have you seen a major sporting event recently?
Oh, what?
Have you watched a football match or a horse race?
There was a Champions League, I suppose. That was rubbish, wasn't it?
I love football.
You never drink, Martin?
No, I don't.
Is that because you don't like the stuff, or is it on principle?
Uh-oh. Oh, he sounds lonely.
He'll settle in a moment or two.
Discipline, eh, Doctor?
You can't discipline a baby, they're so little.
Yes, you can.
Do you find it a problem having a good time? Letting your guard down, having a bit of fun, Martin? You only live once, you know.
Why would it be fun to pickle the neural pathways of my brain with alcohol? Everybody knows the Department of Health guidelines, more or less. What you may not know is that excessive use of alcohol has a devastating effect on fertility, not to mention spontaneous abortion. So if you want to have a baby...
It's difficult being a health professional, you see, because you're never off duty. Martin, will you go and check on James Henry, please?
Yes.
Excuse me.
He's dry.
You cannot invite people into your home and then treat them like that.
I'm merely pointing out a few basic medical truths.
No, you weren't. You were being deliberately rude.
He was rude first.
Oh, don't be so childish. Of course he's rude. He's a moron. But you knew that before you invited him to supper. He's also chairman of the school governors, so grin and bear it.
When are they leaving?
Well, I don't know, do I? But seeing as they're here, it's up to us to be nice, okay?
Why do they have to drink so much? It's disgusting.
Because they're drunks, Martin. They can't help it. He never used to be, but he wants to keep up with her. Everybody knows it, but we don't judge. Nobody's business but their own.
I'm sorry, Louisa, but I'm a doctor.
No, Martin, you're a host and they're your guests. So let's go down there, apologise and try to enjoy what's left of the evening. All right?
You just wanted to say hello. Look who's here to join the party. Karen, Dennis, this is James. James, this is Karen and Dennis. Oh dear.
Get your stuff, Karen.
Why don't we all just have some coffee and calm down? I'm sure we can work this out.
Does that happen much with your arm?
No. Come on, Karen.
How often?
It's his arthritis.
Dennis, I'm so sorry.
Save it, Louisa. We never really seen eye to eye. Now it's in the open. Come on, Karen. The moron's taking you home.
Night. Well, that went well.
Why are you looking at me like that? It's not my fault they're ghastly.
Then why did you ask them for dinner?
For you.
Martin.
Louisa. Louisa.
Morning, sorry.
Oh, he'd sleep all day if you let him that one.
So long as you weren't next to me snoring. You home today, then?
But back next summer, right?
Definitely.
Oh, and the good news is that they talked to a family they met in Polzeath, moving in this afternoon. For a fortnight. Just handsome.
Morning, Mr. Dodds. Let me give you a hand. Lovely vehicle, top of the range. Not cheap, but worth every penny, I should say. A very wise choice. Allow me.
Thanks.
My privilege. Yes, but is it possible that despite your best endeavours, a little bit of alcohol got left in your blood last night? By mistake, of course. Perhaps better to walk?
Idiot.
I could fetch your groceries if you like. Don't forget your seatbelt. Oh.
Sorry. I'll pay for it.
Right. Blow in there. Deep breath.
I most certainly will not. You shouldn't have parked so close.
Right, you leave me no choice. Dennis Dodds, I arrest you for
Give it
refusing to
here.
Negative.
Of course it is. What do you think I am? I'm not happy about this show. Not happy at all.
Fancy another go?
You ain't got the last of this.
You all right, Cliff?
I think I'll just look in on my way to school and see him.
Well, if you really want to.
Of course I don't want to. But They were our guests and they had a horrible time here.
We didn't insist that they turn up inebriated.
That's what some people call merry, Martin. You don't need to make such a fuss about it.
You called him a moron and both of them drunks, I seem to remember.
Doc, Louisa,
Oh, hi, Joe. Is everything all right?
What do you want?
official police business.
Morning.
Mike,
Nappy.
what are you doing? Can we talk somewhere in private?
Yes, go through.
How'd you cheat a breathalyzer?
What?
I've just come from a DUI and the perp cheated the test. Driving under the influence. Dennis Dodds.
How'd you know he was drunk?
Trust me, Doc, he was bladdered. Couldn't keep his balance, problems with his speech. Then he blows into the device. 0.
What else?
Well, he's chairman of the parish council. He can make your life hell, just like that.
I mean, what else did he do? Are you certain he was drunk?
He's known for it, Doc. Ask anyone.
All right.
Yes.
What? Oh, hello, Karen. Sorry. I just wanted to see how you are today.
You'll have to speak to Dennis. He's over at the new house.
Great. Thanks. Dennis? Dennis? Dennis, can I have a word? I just wanted to talk through last night and...
Well, it's a very necessary wake-up call as it happens. I'm grateful to you.
Oh.
Oh, you've been too easy going. Letting you run rings around the governor's recommendations with your snooty I know best attitude. You seem to forget who gave you the job in the first place, Mrs. Allen. Well, I am. That playground rubbish ain't gonna happen for starters.
Dennis, look, if you've got an issue with me, I understand. But, excuse me, Dennis, I'm trying to talk to you. Dennis! Look, if you're cross with me, that's one thing, but please don't take it out on the kids. Don't you here! You know, you're rude, you're arrogant, and you're drunk. And you really need to take a long, hard look at yourself and do something about it.
Oh!
Dennis! Dennis!
Oh.
God!
Louisa,
Martin, it's Dennis Dodds. He's had a bad fall.
where are you?
Number 5 Tregellis Way. You know where the new builds are?
Just keep still.
I
Just
just
way.
think I just winded myself.
No, keep still.
Oh!
Oh, God, you poor thing.
What's happened?
I'm fine, but he just fell from up there, and I think he's still a bit drunk from last night.
No, he's not. He just gets tired and it makes his speech lazy.
Any loss of sensation that you're aware of?
No, I just winded myself.
How about your sense of smell?
Oh, it's just the same, I reckon. I haven't really got one these days.
Since when?
Oh, about a year now, you kind of mention it. Oh, I feel that.
I think it's Parkinson's. Normally a person would stop blinking after a few taps, but not if you've got Parkinson's disease.
Ow, oh.
That's not arthritis. I need to do proper tests, but that's what it is.
Dennis, darling.
You might have both noticed something was up if you weren't drunk or hungover all the time.
I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry, Dennis.
Well, there's a lot can be done nowadays with the right medication and treatment. Let's get you to the surgery.
You right to walk?
Yeah.
Just take it slowly.
That looks nasty.
Hurts a bit.
Try not to touch it. The home could be dirty. I'll get some antiseptic and a dressing gown when we get back. How did you do it?
I walked into a glass door.
Why?
I didn't do it on purpose, Martin. It was an accident.
Morning.
Ow!
Door was open. There's nobody here, so...
Do you want an appointment? Or
Morena. Can I live with you? Well, not like that, but as a lodger. Because I've been sleeping with my dad. It's, yeah. Please.
But it is a bit pricey, I'm afraid.
How much?
50 a week.
Sit down there and wait. Louisa, you come through?
Martin, I think perhaps you ought to see Dennis first.
He's had
What? What is it?
How often do you wash your hair?
Enough. Why? What is it?
Seborrhea capitis.
What's that?
Dandruff. It's more common in women half your age. Perhaps you're not rinsing properly.
I do rinse properly.
I'll get some cotton wool.
Al, what are you doing?
I'm moving in.
Perhaps I have a secret admirer.
Is that a realistic proposition?
People are surprisingly eclectic in their sexual inclinations.
And the drama continues here on ITV this Wednesday as Miles and the team try to get one step ahead of their killer in New Whitechapel at 9. And living life to the full and loving every minute of it. Pat and Cabbage are here Thursday at 8:30. Followed by Catherine Kelly starring as the mother living every parent's nightmare in The Guilty at 9. Next here tonight, it's the ITV News and weather.